Hello there, my name is Anja and I welcome you to Yoga During Pregnancy here on my channel. I look really forward to go through these practices with you week by week for as long as the little one is happy for me to practice and to demonstrate a yoga class. I wanted to let you know that I'm always putting into the title how many weeks along I am, but this doesn't mean that you can only practice the classes and you have to match the weeks. But it just gives you an idea of how my practice, how my body is changing, which might resonate with you as well. Even more so than ever before in your practice, make sure that you listen to your own body as we move. Listen to how it feels for the breath and for your bump, and if you ever need a break or need to adjust in any way, then please do so. But otherwise, we're going to get ready in a moment. Get yourself as many cushions and props as you can. We might use them during practice, and I look really forward to seeing you shortly on the mat. So we begin our practice today seated. I prefer today to choose a pillow to sit on, but you can also use a bolster, which is quite nice to come into more of a hero's, more of a straddle position. But choose a seat that allows you to ground through the sits bones and that allows your pelvis to slightly tilt forward so your bump has that nice space to fold here or to soften. And then for today's practice, just allow your palms to rest down so your elbows are softening towards the body. And let's begin by drawing a few shoulder circles. Lift the shoulders all the way forward and down your back. And I think this is a really beautiful way to find our way into a practice, to really let go from the day or the night thus far, depending on when you're practicing here. And it's also a way to let go of maybe a bit of tension, could be a bit of stress that you're holding in your shoulders, the neck. And then reverse these circles. So squeeze your shoulder blades in first and then lift them to the ears and drop them forward and down. And as you do so, just start to find length through the spine. So imagine the crown of your head is reaching up. Sits bones are grounding. Very nice, and now lift your shoulders all the way to your ears. Squeeze them up as much as you can. Just gently press your thighs down. Inhale. Open your mouth and exhale to release. 2 more. Inhale. Squeeze and lift them. And then gently open your mouth to release. 1 more cleansing breath. Inhale. And exhale to release. Beautiful work. And then just allow your heart to elevate, your palms to soften, and then close your eyes to draw your awareness inward. And let's take a moment to arrive in our practice today. A moment to let go of anything else happening in your day-to-day life. Anything you might have on your to-do list to do until baby arrives, or maybe you're busy at work. Whatever is going on, just allow these layers to drop and wash away. So imagine as you're stepping onto your yoga mat, you're opening the door to presence. You're stepping away from day-to-day life and you're again allowing yourself to just have that time to spend it with your own body, yourself. And what is really beautiful about your practice right now, I find, is that you know that there is someone else joining you, or maybe a couple of others joining you in this practice. And just to know that you do that to nourish yourself and your bump is so special. So really take a moment to be grateful for doing that for yourself. Again, lengthen your spine, so notice your spine reaching up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are gently squeezing in so the heart can open. And then imagine like a wave of softness washing over your body from head to toes. And with your eyes closed, with your awareness inward, scan through your own body and notice if there is anywhere, or maybe you have a bit of back pain or some other pregnancy related things going on. And really send some loving kindness into that area, some softness. And then from here, I would slowly like you to take your hands onto your bump. Just imagine giving your baby or your babies already a little hug here, some love. Maybe your baby is sleeping, maybe it's kicking. Just allow yourself to feel the warmth of your hands touching the baby. And then to join in to our breathing exercise for today, you can either keep your hands on the lower belly, or if you would like to bring it back onto your thighs, whatever feels more comfortable. And then let's take an in-breath through the nose together. Inhale deeply. Open your mouth and exhale, side out. Then inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, relax shoulders. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Belly soft. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Release. Again, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Now let's breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your spine lifted. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Once more. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Now take 3 more rounds and count as high up or as little as you would like to, but try to keep it even in and out breaths. Every time you're inhaling, notice your body rising. Every time you're exhaling, allow the body to soften. And wherever you are with your breath, take one more round of counting. Beautiful work. And then just allow your breath to settle into a natural rhythm, a nice deep belly breath. And then from here, just gently start to blink open your eyes. And we're going to start connecting movement and breath now. So on the in-breath, reach your arms around the body and up. Take an inhale, bring your hands together into prayer. And then an out breath to draw your hands down through your heart center. And for 2 more rounds, really imagine gathering energy or gathering anything you need for yourself and for your baby. And as you exhale, you bring that towards your heart, towards your own body. Once more, inhale. Or maybe just the breath, a good energy, good prana you're drawing in. Beautiful work. And then exhale, 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 all the way down. On your next inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Take your left hand, grab the right wrist, and start to move your body into a side stretch. And really use your left palm to extend through that right arm. And then choose what you want to look at. So try to bring your head and your neck into a position where it's no effort. Hips are heavy. And as you're breathing in and out, imagine breathing into your right side body, the area of your rib cage. Keep your shoulders relaxed, they don't have to work here. Very nice. And then inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, bring your hands together and draw your hands just for a moment back through heart center. Now for the other side, inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. This time take your right hand, grab the left wrist. Inhale to create length in the body and exhale to bend over to the side. And here on this side, again, same idea, start to look into any direction where it feels comfortable for the neck. You could also just bow your head down and use your right hand to just pull your left hand a little bit up and overhead here. And start to draw deep breaths into that left side body, the area of your ribs, the area of your hips, so breathing all the way down. Take one more in-breath here. Very nice. And exhale back to center and then release your arms around the body and down. Come straight onto your left fingertips and reach your right arm up and overhead. So very similar. We're going to move with the breath though. Inhale through center. Exhale, side body stretch. And really enjoy this movement, especially as at the moment we are sleeping only on one side, the left side. It's so good to bring a bit of balance into the side bodies here. Let's take one more round and feel free at any point, if it feels nice, to close your eyes again, to just be in tune with your body and your breath. Beautiful work. Very, very nice. And then slowly come back to center. Release your hands down and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And as you do that, lift your right arm off the ground and start to reach it away from the body here. So imagine that you're stretching away from the neck here. That could feel enough for you for a stretch here. Or you can place your left hand gently onto the side of your head and then use the palm to draw the head up and over for a neck stretch. And then here, close your eyes down again. With every inhale, notice your body rising. And exhale, imagine that area of the neck, the shoulders softening. One more breath cycle here. Beautiful work. And then keep your head where it is, but release your hands down towards the earth. And then start to turn your head towards your left shoulder. So look down towards the left shoulder or slightly behind it. And notice how the stretch is changing into a different area of your neck. Pull both shoulder blades back and down. Breathe here. Enjoy the stretch. Create softness in the neck. Beautiful work. Very, very nice. And then slowly, with a little rotational movement, start to lift your head all the way back to center. And then from here, take a shoulder circle, just to release from this side. And then once you're ready, drop your right ear to the right shoulder, just allowing the head to be really heavy. And then mirror the position or posture rather you've done on the other side. So you could stretch your arm. You could also lightly place the right hand on the side of your head. Notice if your chin is sticking forward, try to bring it back and find a few rounds of breaths here. Keep drawing your breath into your belly. Stay active through the left hand. Reach out of your fingertips. And then release both hands down. Keep your head where it is and start to turn your chin towards the right shoulder. Maybe looking back or down towards the right hand. And just feeling how the stretch is changing. Breathing into it. Very, very nice, beautiful work. And then slowly lift your head back to center. Now, if you're sitting in cross-legged, maybe just change the cross of your legs or release your seat slightly so you're sitting a little bit different. Hips are still relaxed, knees are heavy. Place your palms back down onto your thighs and then draw a few circles with your head. And imagine you're drawing these circles from your nose, and they can be ever so small. They don't have to be a big movement. Just checking in what feels right for your neck, your body today. Again, I would suggest you close your eyes here. And this can almost become like a meditative movement here if you join movement to breath. And then change direction. Again, keep it nice and soft. Focus on the tip of your nose. Beautiful work. Very, very nice. And then slowly lift your head back to center. And now let's move into tabletop. So make your way onto all fours. Move any blocks, any bolsters away. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide and try to claw your mat with your fingertips. And we do that to take any weight off the wrists here. And then start to bump your hips towards the left side and look past your right shoulder. And now as you inhale, again, come back to center. And exhale, hips move to the right. You could always lift the other knee if that allows your belly to have a bit more space. Inhale, center. Exhale, look past the shoulder. And as you do that, once more on each side, you might feel that on the side of your leg here. It's really nice for the hips, for the ITB band. Beautiful work. Once more to the right. And then slowly find your way back to center. Now take your hands one hand width further forward and start to create circles from your hips. So really focus on your hips doing that rotational movement here. You can always have your knees wider than hip width as well. So again, really allowing the bump to have space here. And don't engage your core while you're moving, so keep relaxing through the belly. Gently press your hands and your big toes down towards the earth to keep that firm foundation in your tabletop. And then change the direction. And again, you're moving through the hips here. You can keep these circles quite small or drop into a really big circle here. There is no right or wrong, it's just what feels good for yourself. Beautiful work, very, very nice. And then as you come to pause, bring your big toes together, widen your knees even further apart. And for Balasana, Child's Pose, stay on your fingertips and either just relax the head in between the upper arms, or if it is comfortable for you, you can soften the forehead all the way down towards the earth. And then settle your hips back towards the heels and again start to sway the hips left and right. So imagine rocking them over your sits bones. Over your heels, rather, sits bones over the heels. And start to drop into an intuitive movement here. So that sway could also come into the shoulders, the head. And every time you inhale, just imagine creating more length in the back. Stretching the hands maybe a bit further forward after a while. Your belly is relaxed, breath is nice and deep. And then come to pause. And again, head is lifted or grounded. Just gently push your hands forward and away from you, so as if you want to move the mat away. And at the same time, ground your hips to your heels. Inhale, think of breathing into your back. Gently open the mouth and exhale. 2 more, inhale. A soft exhale. Once more, breathing in, find length. Exhale, release. Very, very nice. And then for your first downward facing dog for our practice today, take your hands slightly closer in toward you. And if downward facing dog suits your practice, curl your toes under and start to lift up into downward facing dog. Keep your feet nice and wide, so definitely wider than hip width, maybe even mat width apart. And then start to pedal your legs out, one knee to the chest after the other. Keep your palms nice and strong. Think of your index finger and your thumb pressing down towards the earth. And do any movement here that feels nice. Hips could sway, or you could gently look underneath your shoulders towards the armpits. And then come to stillness for a moment and just hold your downward facing dog. Very, very nice. And then start to walk your hands toward your feet, coming all the way towards the back of your mat into Uttanasana, a standing forward fold. And really bend your knees here. Allow your bump to drop. And if you feel this gets uncomfortable, just take your hands onto your thighs and allow your head to relax from there. Head is heavy. Shoulders relax. And then walk back into downward facing dog. So start to move your hands forward. Just be really careful and aware that your mat is not slipping away here. Feet are hip width apart. And then slowly drop your knees down towards the mat. From here, step the left foot forward towards the outside edge of your mat. And for low lunge, untuck your back toes and inhale. Come all the way into your low lunge. Shoulders are relaxed. Then take your left hand, grab your right wrist, and start to bend your body over towards the left side. And while you're breathing, keep grounding your feet down, so gently push them towards the earth and sink a little bit more into your hips. Inhaling and exhaling here. Beautiful work. And then for downward facing dog, release your hands all the way back down. Swing the left leg back, hands are forward, and then lift back into downward facing dog. From here, lower the knees back down to the earth and then step the right foot forward to the outside edge of your mat. And you might just have seen that I take my hand to help the leg come forward, so that could be an option for you too. Untuck your back toes and inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Shoulders are soft, gaze is steady, or maybe eyes are closed. Then take your right hand, grab the left wrist, and just gently start to draw the body towards the right side. Sink into your hips just a little bit more. One more inhale. And then exhale to release. Take your time, so there's really no rush. Swing the right leg back. And for downward facing dog, once more, lift the hips all the way back and up. Then walk your hands back toward your feet. Knees are bent. Now bring your arms onto your thighs and come into prayer hands. Allow the crown to soften down, your bump to relax. And then bring your hands onto your thighs and nice and slowly roll up to standing. So again, not using the core, just nice and slowly coming all the way up into mountain pose, Tadasana. Beautiful work. And now as you get here, come into a wide-legged stance and take blocks or bolsters with you. So you have something to kind of release your hands down if you feel the earth is a bit too far away. Feet are nice and wide apart, and we do a bit of movement first. So bring your arms into Cactus Arms. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to round. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale, think of cat and cow, opening the chest. Exhale to round. Next time you inhale, lift and open. But then this time, as you breathe out, release your body all the way forward and down. And you can fold, or you can do more of a flat back position. Again, blocks or bolsters are really good here. You can, of course, have your hands on the mat. And then keep your feet grounded and imagine lifting out through the back of your legs. So try to elevate your hips and push into your heels slightly. And then start to rock your body side to side here. And just imagine finding a bit of relaxation through the spine. And then come back to center. Just allow the whole body to hang heavy. And then wherever you are, inhale, lift halfway. Place your left hand underneath your forehead. And then exhale, start to reach your right arm out, or maybe slightly up towards the ceiling. And as we don't want to twist far here, and mainly through the upper chest, you could always place your hand onto your lower back. I really like this variation. And then just look over towards the right shoulder. Notice the weight in your feet. Try to keep it centered. Inhale. And exhale. Release your right hand down. Same for the other side. Take your left arm out. Maybe slightly up. Again, not twisting far here. The belly stays centered. You can also place your hand onto your lower back. And then start to circle the gaze over. Maybe the chest is slightly twisting. Lengthen the spine, reach the crown of your head forward, inhale. And exhale to release. Now bend your knees, bring your hands onto the thighs, and again just slightly slowly roll up to standing. And as your head comes up, make sure if you do feel a bit dizzy, take a moment here to settle. And then turn your heels in and your toes out for Goddess Pose. Start to sink down into your hips as little or as much as you would like to. And then start to move side to side to just get used to a bit of hip opening here. And then like we did before, for 3 rounds, bring your arms into Cactus Arms, arch your spine. And then exhale, round, even slightly push the hips forward. Inhale to open, legs are strong, very nice. Exhale. Inhale once more. Breathe in to open. And breathe out to round. And then bring your hands back onto the thighs and lift all the way up to standing. Very, very good. And then for Warrior 2, bring your left foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Turn your right foot forward and then start to sink into your Warrior 2. And really important, try to focus on opening up through the hips. Draw your lower back down, so really tuck the tailbone under and find length in your back. And then arms come parallel to the earth. For some movement, flip your palms up. Inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. And nice and softly release them back into Warrior 2. And we do that 4 more times, maybe with the eyes closed. Really imagine breathing down into your bump. It's really good to strengthen the legs here, to keep opening through the hips. Beautiful, take 2 more counts. Inhale once more. And exhale. Now for Peaceful Warrior, release your left hand down and extend your right arm up and overhead. Keep rebending into your front leg. Maybe if it feels comfortable, take your hand onto your bump, connecting to your breath. Once more, inhale. And then for Triangle Pose, straighten out your front leg. Keep your hips as they are. And then draw your right hand forward and extend your left arm up and overhead. Find length here in the side body. If it feels good, you could always extend your arm up and overhead. And just support your posture a little bit with your hand on the leg here. Again, bump is soft. Both side bodies are lengthening. Beautiful work. And then come back through to center. And then let's release from this side. So bring your feet parallel again. And then this time turn your left foot out. Right foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. And then for Warrior 2, sink down, front knee over front ankle. and your arms are nice and parallel to the earth. Shoulders are soft. And then for 5 rounds, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. And really imagine as soft as you can, moving in and out of these warrior 2 postures. Your breath is just flowing, you're not holding it. Again, maybe closing the eyes, keep the jaw relaxed. Once more, inhale. And exhale, warrior 2. For reversed or peaceful warrior, release your right hand and extend the left arm up and overhead. Look into any direction that feels nice, maybe holding onto bump. And then for Trikonasana, triangle pose, keep reaching forward with that left arm. Both legs are now straight, a soft bend in your knee. And then one hand down, other arm up towards the ceiling. And at the moment, I really like to support myself in these postures. So holding onto the leg, but you can also place your hand towards it. Hips are still opening, and maybe you're drawing the arm up and overhead. Take another moment to find length in the body. Really enjoy that stretch. Beautiful work. And then come all the way back to center. Feet parallel. And then start to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Your feet all the way in. And we're going to take 1 round of a pregnancy sun salutation. And then come down into a few final stretches. So stand at the back of your mat. Your feet are a bit wider than hip width. Palms are shining forwards. And then inhale, draw your hands forward and up. As you exhale, bring your forearms onto your thighs and release. Inhale, think of cow pose, arch your spine. And exhale, round your back. Twice more, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, last round. Exhale. And then for downward facing dog, slowly bend your knees. Carefully take your hands forward into downward facing dog. Hips are lifting, arms are nice and long. And then release your knees down towards the ground. Step the left foot forward to the outside edge of your mat, making sure you have enough space. Inhale, low lunge. Another breath here. And then exhale, release your hands down. Swing the right leg back. Take your time to step the left foot forward, grounding first. And inhale to open. And exhale to release. Step your left foot back. And then instead of downward facing dog, as we start to ease off our practice, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And then for cat and cow, drop the belly down, open your chest, and exhale, round. And again, belly is soft, so you're not drawing the navel in. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Once more, arch your spine, look forwards. Exhale to round. Very, very nice. And then for a puppy pose, heart to earth pose, curl your toes under. Again, make sure your knees are comfortably far apart, and then start to reach your hands forward. Come onto your forearms and then soften the forehead down towards the earth, or you can keep it slightly lifted if that's more comfortable for you today. And then notice how your hips stay over the knees here. And just take a good few cycles of breaths here. Allowing the heart to surrender towards the earth. If it feels good, find a bit of a rocking, a bit of a sway side to side. Very, very nice, beautiful work. And then walk your hands all the way back in towards you. And we're going to move into Pigeon Pose from here. So with this one, really make sure it's comfortable. Otherwise, you might want to sit it out for a moment, just coming to cross-legged. So you would bring your right knee, or left knee rather first, towards your left wrist. And make sure you open the knee at an angle. And then start to extend your right leg back. Make sure you have enough space. Make sure your right leg is nice and long. And then again, creating this angle, like a 45-degree one. Your fingertips are forward. Try to square off your hips and your bump. Then inhale to lengthen. And if you would like to fold as far as you want to go, you can crawl your hands forward and then start to bow your upper body towards the earth. And as you come into this posture, try to soften and close down your eyes again. And imagine every time you're breathing in, you're breathing into your back. So you're sending the air into the lower back, middle back. You notice the body rising. Then every time you exhale, try to soften the hips and relaxing through the front body, the chest, the heart a little bit more. A couple more deep breaths here. Beautiful work, very nice. And then with the help of your hands, really start to lift up, take it nice and slow. And then for a moment, extend that left leg all the way back. Gently working forwards and back, stretching the calf. Good. And then from here we're going to move to the other side. So this time it's the right knee that comes forward and your left foot that walks across. Again, make sure you open the knee at an angle. And if this version is not comfortable, just choosing to take a moment to breathe here. Fingertips come forward, your chest is lifting. Inhale. And the same as before, start to exhale, exhale as you soften and lower the body more into a forward fold. Inhale, feel the back lengthening, back stretching. Exhale to release. And really imagine softening into this stretch, softening into the hip. Couple more breath cycles. Very, very nice. And again, use your hands to slowly lift back up. This time you can simply roll onto the right hip and then slowly taking both legs out in front of you. So you can sit in any direction or on your mat. I'm just doing this so you can see it fully. Extend your legs and start to point and flex your feet a few times. And then start to turn your feet one direction. And then the other way around. Maybe some clicking and cracking, like here is releasing. Beautiful work. And then from here, draw your left foot towards your right thigh. And for a twist here, bring your right hand towards the right leg. And inhale, stretch the left arm out and up. And you can reach as far forward as feels nice. Just opening the body, finding length here, a bit of a twist. And then take both hands forward for your forward fold. Inhale, find length. And exhale, start to bow your body into that forward fold. Keep your spine nice and long, so again your bump has that space to soften. Very, very nice, and then roll back up into your seat. We're going to move to the other side. Extend your left leg, take your right foot towards the thigh. Left hand comes forward. You can always hold onto the big toe, and then inhale, open the right arm out and up for a twist. Inhale to stretch and lengthen, maybe look towards the right thumb. Beautiful work, and then release your hands forward, or maybe towards the front of your, or in front of your right leg, and then start to gently soften and bow your body down. And it's not about the depth you're going here, it's more about breath awareness. So again, inhaling, feeling the back rising, stretch reaching the back of your lungs, the breath reaching the back of your lungs. And exhale, find some softness. Beautiful work. Very, very nice. And then for our final posture for today, before Shavasana, crawl your body back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Have your hips comfortably far apart from your heels. You can also bring them further forward, whatever feels nice for you. And then just give your feet a little bit of a massage here with your thumbs. Thanking those feet that carry you and also the bump around currently. Relaxing through the soles of your feet. Depending on how your legs are feeling, start to massage your ankles as well. And then just gently press your hands down towards your shin, the fleshy part. And also a little bit massaging on the calf, and really do this very light if you feel that your legs might be a bit swollen or so. You can use a bit more pressure inwards. Beautiful work, and then bring your hands back to your ankles. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, start to bow your body forwards. And while you fold here, it's not about forcing your body into a fold, especially now. Work with gravity here, and just allow your body to soften over time. Imagine your body getting a little bit heavier with every out breath here. Take a few more rounds of breaths. If you feel that your body starts to release more, you can always take your hands further forward. Find ever so small sway here, side to side, so really not much, just a bit of a rocking. Very, very nice, beautiful work. And then use your palms to lift yourself back out of your postures. For a moment, bring your hands behind you and then start to lift the heart. Bit of a counter posture. Bring your feet onto the mat, hip width apart, and then rock your knees side to side. You can always look past the opposite shoulder as you do that. It's nice to massage the glutes, but also really good for a bit of a twist through the back. Keep your knees to the left for a moment. Look past the right shoulder. Chest is lifting. And then over to the other side. You might need to take your hands further forward if you're also like me, sliding down your mat. Very, very nice. So now we're going to set up for your final resting pose, your Shavasana for today. I'm going to guide you into the posture and then I will come back into a seat so I can talk you through it. But you want to lie on your left hand side, and if you don't have any of these blocks or bolsters, don't worry, you can simply bend your knees and come to lie down. But if you do have them, bring your head onto a little pillow and bring your bolster between your thighs so your hips are more leveled. With your arms, you can either make contact with your baby or you can just have your hands anywhere that feels nice and relaxing. Take your time to get there. Take your time to make yourself feel fully comfortable. And once you're ready, allow your eyes to close down, your gaze to go back inward. And really imagine now letting go of your yoga practice. Letting go of all the movements, the breath awareness you did. And just allow your body, allow yourself to soften and relax into this final resting posture. Relax your feet, the soles of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your shins, your calves, the back of your knees. Allow the weight of your upper thighs to just soften down towards the earth. The weight of your hips, especially the left side, to melt down towards the ground. Relax your lower back, your middle back, and upper back. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Allow them to drop away from the ears. The weight of your head is gently pressing down. And notice your arms and your palms in a nice and relaxed position. Your chest, your heart is soft. And your belly is completely relaxed. Move your teeth slightly apart. Relax the jaw. Relax your cheeks, the space around your eyes, and then finally soften your forehead. All those thinking muscles, allow them to release. And for these next few moments, allow yourself to simply be. Allow yourself to be and have that time with your baby. Your baby's growing. Notice how this moment is a moment that will never come back. So really allow yourself to drop into it and enjoy a few restful moments in your Shavasana. Inhale calm and exhale tension. Inhale trust. Exhale tension. Inhale peace. And exhale to fully release. Very, very nice. And with that feeling of Shavasana, that feeling of complete relaxation, slowly start to make your way back up into a comfortable seated posture and really take your time to get there. Allow yourself to sit nice and tall and simply notice how your body feels now after the practice. Connect your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your bump. Bow your head down. And take a moment here in gratitude. Spend one thought, or maybe thinking of someone or something you wish to be grateful for, right here, right now. Take an in-breath and the out-breath to seal off your practice, bowing head to heart. Thank you so much for your trust and all the best from my heart to yours. Namaste.